Hi everyone, it's Nathara, and today I'm going to be going over the new scene pack, Illuminated Dream. And just a quick reminder, you only get what's listed in the pack contents right here, you do not get the display outfit. So today I'm going to be going over the chat bubble Goose Chant, the still pose Nebula Magic, and right off the bat, this pose freaks me out because I can't see her arm. Like, it's so tucked into her, and the outfit's so big that I was like, oh my god, they chopped her arm off. I'm also going to be going over the scene Bliss Realm and of course the dynamic pose Illusion Pursuit. Alright, and here is the scene as a whole. It is kind of dark to see, at least it is for me, but you are on a flat ring of water, so there isn't anything beyond this, but it is good for those 360 motions. You're not going to have some weird cutoff. I mean, you might a little bit, but it won't be too bad. But besides that, you do have a few of these trees, and of course the showstopper of this scene is definitely all of these lanterns. These things are so gorgeous. It's even hard to see that they're even on strings. Sorry, I've got wide cam on, so it's distorting how everything looks, but there's so many of them, and there are duplicates, but I mean, that is fine because they are pretty. I wish I had some of these in real life. I always see those Turkish lanterns. I'm always like, I need to get one of those, but every time I pass one, it's like $250 for a tiny little thing, and I'm like, geez, that's really expensive for a lamp. And so I always pass it up, but I mean, they're gorgeous. Super stunning. We do have a ripply water beneath us, which is also nice. Oh, it looks like there's a little house out there. Definitely a picture, which is fine. It's so far away, I didn't even see it to begin with. Oh, it looks like we have the same house on the other side. Oh, I think it's just a repeating pattern, but the mountains are different, I guess. Maybe. Definitely looks like a repeating pattern, but that's fine. Like I said, the main point of this scene is to be right here, and that is just background noise basically. But that is pretty much it for your scene. There's nothing beyond this way. Also, the sky, all the stars move. That's interesting. Well, because they move, I can't check to see if there's a starry sky butthole up here where the pictures, the repeating patterns all converge into one spot. So, I mean, I guess that's nice. I like it. I like the shifting stars. And here's your posable area. Pretty much everywhere you need to be for this scene, at least. You know, you don't really need to be too far back anyway, because you are just stuck on this little platform, so it's a pretty good posable area. Unfortunately, there is no sink for this one. However, you can go up just above the trees, maybe even right at them. Let me see. So yeah, you are just above those trees. So here's a comparison of how the scene lighting looks. This one has a lot of bloom built into it. My doll is super glowy, her clothes are glowy at least. And here's the lighting from the front. There is a lot of glow coming from the right side. You can see it mostly in the hair. And here's the lighting from that right side. Again, there's a lot of that yellow, warm glow, which I really like. I think I'm definitely going to be able to use this for a lot of fits, and plus I like that the background is pretty nondescript. If you didn't want the lanterns there, you could probably just tilt it a little bit to the side right here and just get a plain background, though you will have the falling petals in your way, but I think that's kind of easy to work around. You might be able to just move her back a little bit. And here's the lighting from the back. I actually really like this too. Definitely gonna try and take some pictures with this. We might be able to get some really good halo lighting. I think that'll be really nice to try and make that work. And here's the lighting from the left side. And here's the lighting on the darkest and palest tone. The dark tone looks really good. I love the light on her. Because the bloom is so high in this one on the pale doll, though, we're losing a bit of her detailing, especially on her collarbones. It's a very bright scene, You definitely might be able to calm that down if you bring halo down a little bit. What else can we do? Maybe bring her up till she gets out of the lighting, maybe. There, she has a bit more definition now. But overall, I personally would not use this on a super pale tone just because I don't like it whenever they are losing their collarbones and their definition, because I want to be able to see all that. I wonder if whenever this skin update does finally come out for global, if that's going to change the way some of these scenes look on the doll, you know? Like, I'm really curious about that, and I wish they would go ahead and release it to us. Alright, so here is the pose Nebula Magic without that ridiculous outfit they put her in so you couldn't even see where her arm is. I thought her arm was going straight down, but it's actually going across her bum, which is a lot cuter now that I can see it. But I really like this. I like how her arm is behind her back, and I love how this arm is coming out. And her feet are crossed, which is always good. So let's check what our hand hilts are gonna look like. That's not bad. That could be cute. Oh, you can change the handhelds from the wind menu. Oh, I like that. That's cute too. Let's get one where it's this one. Ooh, that could be good too. Let me check a different right handheld. I really like it. Oh my gosh. Let me turn focus on. Her head is just, I would like it if she was in this angle right here and looking up, but I can't with focus right there. Might be able to with an expression. There we go. Yeah, you can just change out the expression if you want her to look up. I really like this. I think this is super cute. And here is our dynamic pose without the camera on, so you can kind of see what it's like. Though the dynamic pose for this one, I was not interested in at all. I also don't like that the music for it comes with the picture taking sounds. That's really bothersome for me, but I don't know how often I'll be able to use the phone taking dynamic pose. I just don't ever take, because it's like realism and I hardly ever do realism. And then of course there's those fireworks at the very end. I don't like that because it's an above shot for the dynamic pose, and those fireworks, let me scoot it up and see if we can move her out of the fireworks. Okay, there it is. And let's move her over. No, like they follow her. But I mean, I guess they do stop after a few seconds. So I mean, that's nice. Oh, she still has the phone in her hand. Let's take that off. Awesome. So you can do this without the phone, in case you were curious. Let's reset her. The poses itself, I just won't be using too much. But let's check the expressions. Oh, I do kind of like that though. That's nice. Maybe this last like bit where she's dancing in the fireworks, I might be able to use that. That's pretty nice. And here's our expression for Nebula Magic. It is just a look down side smile. Nothing crazy. And here is our expression for Illusion Pursuit. Oh, that's right, because she's doing expressions for the pictures she's taking. I was like, why is it so choppy? And then I was like, wait a second. Actually, that's kind of fun. I like the expression for this way more than I like the pose for this. I'm definitely going to be able to make use out of this for sure. Let's go back. That's cute. Yeah, definitely. The expression set is way better for me personally. Alright, and now I'm going to click through the filters so you can see how you might be able to change the ambience of this scene. Ooh. And for our retouch settings, here's our vignette. Wow, look at the quality of this lantern over here on the right. Oh, it only looks that good when you have it with vignette on because it's like defining the details in it. Oh, but it looks so good. And here's our halo in case you really don't like how bloomy those lanterns are. Ooh, goodness gracious. And our DOF. And our white balance. Ooh, I really like that. Very purpley and pink. That's really pretty too. I love all the colors. This is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. All right, and our saturation. Ooh, gosh, that gets really harsh really fast. And our contrast. I really like it like this. I think this is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's super pretty. I love it. And if you're curious, I have the forest filter at 51, contrast at 1.1, nothing on saturation, tone and temp is here, DOF is all the way up, halo is 1.6 and then 8.8, and the vignette's at 0.7. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and take some pictures with this like this. Let me see what my character actually looks like in here. Oh, not too bad. A little green, but it could be worse. I think I can work with the greenish yellow skin tone. I think that'll be really pretty and add to the kind of like overall effect of these scenes ambiance. Now, as for hotspots, you can definitely go over here and then get in between the lanterns and you'll be glowing just a bit. Pop out of it. I'm trying to check all the lanterns and see which ones. Oh, you can't reach that one. Might have a like super, there's, I don't know if I just pop back into the light zone or, but like all the lanterns are giving off a massive amount of light, which is why the scene is so blue. Ooh, look at that. She's really into it over there. That's very pinky from this one right here. Could work with that. Let's move her up some more, see if it gets any. I think that's as bright as it's gonna be right about there. Not bad, not bad. Let's move up a little. Oh my gosh, did y'all see that? That was weird. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that happen again, but it was like just her face was all lit up. So definitely, I think you're going to be able to get into any of these lanterns, maybe not any of them, the ones that are giving off light at least. And as for posing areas, I had thought about posing in the tree a little bit, kind of like in one of the seated postures, like a Cheshire Cat style seat, you know, where she's just lazing on the branches. If we can get her, we need more poses where it looks like they're lounging. I think that would be cute to have one lounging in the tree trunks or in the tree branches. Of course, you can pose all around these lanterns. I don't know why my DOF does this. It like freaks out and then clinks itself. I probably won't be using the back too much. Well, let me check the DOF and see if we can blur that. Oh, you can blur it. Okay, that's nice. But, yeah, posing with the lanterns is gonna be what you're doing in this scene mostly. Although I do really like I mentioned earlier, these side shots, like especially from the back and the right side of the scene. I mean, this isn't the best example, but I really do like this light that hits. I think I'm definitely gonna be able to work with that. And here's our chat bubble, Goose Chant. It is just a little goose. It's sort of cute. I like it. It looks a little derpy, which makes it even cuter. I can't tell if the goose is wearing a hat. I think it's wearing like a little beret almost. But yeah, no, it's cute. It's adorable. And here is the outfit that they used in the dynamic pose at least. And here's the one they used in the still pose. And I did save both of them inside of my fashion diary in case you want to come look at them. But that is everything I have for this new scene pack. I do hope you found this helpful and useful in deciding if you would like to add it to your collection or not. And as always, down in the description is my tracker where I have all the scenes that we've ever gotten in case you're curious about different ones. And I also have spoiler ones that are in MYST right now that will be coming soon. So you can see if you'd rather just wait a couple weeks for one of those or not. But that's everything again. So as always, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.